transports. Very rarely do we go to San Antonio. Not saying that we don't. I mean, we did this the other day. We took a pediatric up there. But the times of transporting in San Antonio just isn't very. We don't do it all the time. So I went and did my numbers, and out of 106 total calls, 911 calls between Seguin or 106 transports between Seguin and Floresville, 65% of the time we are transporting to Conway. The rest of the time we're transporting to Seguin or into San Antonio. And I believe the other, it was 34% of the time we were going, you got my notepad there? 34% of the time we're going into Seguin. A whole last year's number.
When I ran it was probably exact opposite.
Yeah.
Go to Seguin.
64% of the time we go to Conley's, 35% of the time we go to GRMC. Yes, and you're absolutely correct. 5 years ago, 6 years ago, it was 75% GRMC, 25% Conley. And after hearing all these talks, I mean, I don't get involved in them. I hear it, and that's been one of the things is, well, I don't want to go there, I don't want to go here, whatever else. I'm like, well, where exactly are we taking those people? If they don't want to go here, where are we taking them? And so I ran the numbers, and I was like, wow, we transport more to Conley than we do to Seguin, so, where are these people? And, I forgot where I was going with that.
Where are they going?
Yeah, but anyways, so.
I think he was being at, like, on the Facebook stuff, everybody says, I don't want to go to Connolly, I don't want to go to Connolly, you're gonna be going to Connolly. We already go to Connolly, 65% of the time, we already go there, so I don't know, there's not gonna be a difference.
I mean, if you go to Facebook or even like, well, I worked San Antonio, so. And it used to be Southwest General was like, the pits of the hospitals. Well, now, I've just heard, I don't keep up with anything, but it just hearsay, you know how it is. The Mission Trail is actually the lower part of the hospital system now in San Antonio. And they're a fairly new hospital, and they, like the care and stuff, that Mission Trails has dropped down below Southwest General, and actually Southwest General is pretty high up there. So I mean, people say a lot of things, but most of them actually don't know what the heck they're talking about. Because it's like,
I think it's
10 years ago.
One bad experience, and so they don't like it.
Well, I mean, I've had every excuse you can. I don't want to go there. My brother died. Well, tell me a hospital nobody's died at, and I'd be love to take you there.
Yeah.
And the other one was 10 years ago is the diversion deal. I'd go pick up a patient in San Antonio at their residence, and they'd say, I want to go to Northeast Downtown Baptist. I said, okay, now give me 4 other picks. Because I'd call Downtown Baptist and said, we're on diversion.
What's your next choice?
Yeah, no, I'd have at least 3
Right.
to start with. And I mean, it was like, okay, we're going all the way to the Med Center.
With that being said, Seguin here recently has been going on a lot of diversions. Just a few weeks ago, they went on complete diversion from the whole hospital because upstairs and downstairs were completely full. And so it's just...
Yeah, they were on diversion for that particular incident for like almost a full week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's been getting worse in town too. I mean, and every hospital in town is added on.
It's respiratory season.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going for respiratory and the flu.
Yeah.
Filling up the ERs.
90 one day, 45 the next.
I mean, there was one year I remember that we'd pick up the nursing home. Well, we wouldn't even pick them up at the nursing home because the nursing home was being told by the hospital, y'all need to get some nurses in there that can give IV antibiotics and stuff. So they weren't even transferring out of nursing homes. So, I mean, there's the hospital, and the other thing is, every group, because hospitals are built with doctor groups. They're not, the hospital does contracts to them. And all these groups work in every hospital in the area. So, same thing with nurses. Nurses all work in different hospitals.
You call it Dr. Mouse, which location do you want to go to?
Yeah.
The only other thing I wanted to report is Meg 2, we finally got it fixed. It spent, well, they went to Lone Star Dodge over in Escos County twice for, Bear County, my bad. For, well, the first time we went over there, they said it was the Cadillac converter, so they went in and changed that out and charged us $111.
That was for the brakes and the airbag.
But, second time, or we went to go pick it up, and I'm driving it, and we're coming back, and as soon as we get in the city limits, checking, it's like, and it don't have any